Hi guys, it's Femi here. Hope you're all doing good today. I wanted to bring something to yours attention. This article on Natural News, which I felt is very important to share with you guys. So it says, urgent Health Ranger mega thread on Russia nuclear war, cyber attacks, and impending financial collapse. We are all in urgent danger due to the planned escalation of the conflict involving Russia. As I've warned dozens of times in my Situation Update podcast on Brighton.com, the persistent plan from Biden/Obama has been to maneuver Russia into a position where Putin would decide to nuke the United States or where a false flag nuke could be blamed on Russia. This would bring about Obama's long-desired destruction of America. Here, I would say the cabal or the Illuminati, because all the allies are involved in it, including but not limited to Obama. This will bring about Obama's long-desired destruction of America, and any survivors will be subjected to a dictatorial wartime authoritarian regime which will nullify the Bill of Rights and 2A under quote-unquote emergency powers. Covered in this mega thread: 1. Rapid escalation pathway from financial war to cyber war to nuclear war. 2. Possibility of Obama-Biden running false flags against USA to blame Russia while achieving decimation of America. 3. Financial implications, bank runs, and financial collapse. 4. Global food supply implications getting serious with expected starvation, famine, food riots on a global scale as scarcity worsens. The financial punishment of Russia is escalating the entire conflict to a point where Russia has now reportedly put its nuclear deterrence forces on alert. This is understood to be a kind of quote-unquote DEFCON readiness designation, similar to what the USA might do in preparation for actual nuclear war. In addition, Russia is actively engaged in cyber warfare attacks against Ukraine's government and financial institutions. Russia's mobile nuclear weapons, Topo-M ICBMs, have been seen mobilizing in western Russia. America's financial infrastructure is extremely vulnerable to cyber attacks. The power grid is even more vulnerable. It now seems obvious that one or both of these scenarios will occur. 1. Putin retaliates against America's power grid and financial institutions with cyber attacks. Or 2. Joe Biden's deep state operatives attack America's infrastructure and blame Putin while America is plunged into darkness. This has long been the goal of the Obama admin, to bring America to its knees and to engage Russia in a global conflict. Once again, it's the cabal, it's the elites, it's the Illuminati, not just Obama, okay? It is crucial to note that the USA has long adopted a posture of saying that under a cyber attack, the USA reserves the right to respond with kinetic retaliation, such as missiles, bombs, etc. The Washington Post CIA mouthpiece also reported on July 9, 2021, that the US has now adopted a posture saying it will respond to cyber attacks with nuclear weapons. What that describes is a path of extreme escalation to global nuclear war. Russia attacks Ukraine means America hits Russia with banking sanctions, means Russia unleashes cyber attacks in retaliation, means America launches nuclear weapons, means Russia responds by nuking American cities. Thus, we may be on the verge of global nuclear war right now. Making matters worse, Putin has been backed into a corner by NATO expansionism via Ukraine, and now the swift cut-off sanctions against Russian banks, which is strongly affecting Russia's currency stability and export capabilities. Russia is already posturing for a quote-unquote total war scenario against Western forces, including the USA. Russia's nuclear weapons, nuclear submarines, and hypersonic missiles carry devastating nuclear payloads, some as large as 200 megatons, which is many thousands of times larger than Hiroshima, just 15 kilotons. So I'll stop there, guys, and you guys can read the rest for yourself. The link will be in the description box. And then I wanted to share a couple of videos with you guys that I felt were also important to share. And that will be it for me for now. So love you all in Christ. God bless you all. And make sure you're getting right with God. Make sure you know Jesus and He knows you. Alright? See you all in the clouds. Until next time. Bye.
This is Dabu7. I feel something huge is about to happen. You could say that a domino effect of events is already in motion. But I think a repercussive blow that the United States is going to feel, in other countries as well, is going to be dealt here in the offing. Russia, as of today, has become the most sanctioned country on the planet, surpassing Iran and others that are on the list in the blink of an eye, with many businesses cutting off ties. And now Russia planning to make a huge move that they tested back in June and July. No later than March 11th, in the coming days, they will move all their servers and domains over to this RussianZone.ru, every single thing that they've got. This is a huge move. Interesting that they've been sitting out in the Atlantic Ocean with their boats parked over the internet cables, doing drills. Another interesting note, one of the biggest warnings we've put out here in the past couple years is Cyber Polygon. The World Economic Forum announcing and talking about this, they took it off their website. Boy, if you ever were looking for a red flag, you just got one. It will be interesting to see if this catches enough attention to where they throw it back up or what. But many people go in there now getting this right here. Sorry, but we can't find what's been there for months. What we've done many live streams and videos on. Cyber Polygon, gone. But it's on archive.today, like the Wayback Machine, where we've still got it for now. In the proof, and I'm going to break this down on the next live stream where I can speak freely about it, because I can't even say certain words on some of these platforms out there. You people are tripping if you think you're going to get it all out here on this platform that you're hearing this from. No. DLive, Patriot TV, where I go live, I can speak freely with no censorship. I can break this whole thing down, real deal. That's where the goods are. There's no other way around it. Okay? There's something huge that's about to happen. And I'm talking about it there. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. When I go live, you'll find links below. Follow me on Twitter and Getter as well. And hit that subscribe button for more. I really hope y'all have a plan. Only been warning about it for years. This is Dabu7, sharing with you some critical information in what I consider to be one of the most important videos I've ever put out. I've been trying to give people the warning here for the better part of a decade, trying to get them ready for a lights-out situation. And it seems that here on this world stage, the stage is set for such an event to commence, with the finger already pointed at Russia in the other side, and cyber attacks already in motion. It's either going to be an onslaught of cyber attacks that hit in the beginning, or just a flat-out EMP strike. An EMP strike is considered to be a first strike move militarily. And we have ran this simulation over and over again. We've gone through all the options of what China, Russia, or anyone would have in terms of trying to shut down the United States. And time again, there's one thing that trumps them all. It is an EMP or a hemp attack over the United States and Canada that cripples them completely. You mix this in with a series of cyber attacks, you bring them to their knees, just as they plan to do. There's books written on this by Manly P. Hall, The Secret Destiny of America, and what they plan to do with this country. And they're doing it right now. They have entered the dragon here on this world stage. Rothschild money has controlled both sides of every major world war. World War I, World War II, and this third one will be no different. You need to wake up from all of the left-right paradigm, Hegelian dialect. We spent a decade trying to wake you up to what's happening. So now, the same hand that pulls off all this madness is about to shut down the United States. Not a question of if, but when. It's in their plans. So you can stick your head back in the sand or deny it. That's foolish. Or you can prepare for what's coming. Now, it seems the stage is set for this event to actually happen. as we have Russia backing away from the global internet by March 11th, meaning they're going into their own field and their own bubble, similar to China. Both will be ready for this event. The World Economic Forum removed Cyber Polygon from their website. This is big. They are distancing themselves from this on their own forum and has stuck it on its own page, but removed it nonetheless from their site. Huge red flag. And the Russian spy ship that we've been tracking that goes to undersea cables, internet cables, is now missing off of radar, and they just did drills over that region. Also, Russia is top of the line in terms of hemp and super EMP first strike weapons. They have been, it's known. They also have these hypersonic vehicles that we've been talking about the past couple years, but they admit right here that Russia remains the world's leader in non-nuclear EMP weapons, meaning they have mastered detonating a hemp or an EMP device, a nuclear device, at 30,000 kilometers up to 100 kilometers to discharge a burst that will wipe out all the electronics below and give off no nuclear radiation. This is key. They also go on to state that they could pull this off by a couple different ways, missile and all this other stuff over the North Pole, but that is not likely how it's going to be done. They admit that one of the best ways to pull this off is going to be from satellite. They said that they could even put a satellite up in the air, up into motion, and keep it there circulating for years, and then use it. Well, what do you know? We have that exact situation happening right now. North Korea's KMS-4 Shining Star satellite that I've spoken about so many times is passing over me right this very second as I shoot this video. It is right above my head. What are the odds of that? Talk about a sign. If this thing was to go right now, all of the East Coast, Canada, everything would be gone. In my opinion, they'll station it right here where my mouse is at to get the best blast. There's a day picked for this. There's a time picked for this, just like they had for Blind 11. You need to know this. And this Shining Star satellite was called out by our EMP Commission years ago because they launched this in 2016. The EMP Commission said that if there was anything they ever saw that matched what could be an EMP, it was this. They warned about it, and our government shut them down. So you can keep sleeping on this world stage. The little boogeyman, Kim Jong-un, that keeps popping off missiles, Rocket Man over there, they did that for a reason. They're dropping subliminals, and they're also baiting the history books. In the end, I feel this is going to be a hit backed by Russia and China through this North Korean satellite. And who knows, the United States may drop a tactical nuke just for show on the Korean Peninsula as a strike back. But that's it. You still will not be able to do nothing. The United States will not be able to recover. The lights will go out in the city. That was weird when I said that. It flashed off on the screen. I'm leaving you with this. This is my warning to all of you. If you were to ever ask me what major event will bring down the United States of America, where you'll never hear my voice again, never see another YouTube video again, life as you know it will be shattered, it is this right here. When you play a military operation out on another country, to not have to send a single soldier in, not a single shot fired, and cripple the entire nation, this is the way. And they know it. I hope you're ready. I hope you're prepared. They dropped subliminals everywhere, even putting Alex Jones in that movie Amerigeddon. They did everything they could to give you that knowledge. It's all over the place. As you can see here, this thing continues to make moves. I hope you don't sleep on it anymore and you realize that the stage is set for not only massive cyber war to commence at any moment, because they already have fingers pointing at Russia. They already have a bad guy propped up. You do not think there's not going to be any counter cyber attacks on the United States? Any blowback from all this? Are you kidding me? It's coming. Hell in a handbasket at any time. I've tried to get you ready all my time of existence here, out here doing this. I fought this fight this whole way, preparing everybody for this moment. Because when this day happens, our lives change and they will never go back, and there will be no changing it. No hitting rewind. No getting supplies once this happens. Be the nightmare of nightmares, and they will watch it unfold like the Hunger Games, from satellite and from drone, like the sick pieces of work that they are. Get ready. Join me for the live streams, however many we got left. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. And if this doesn't happen all the way up for years to come, 2 years pass, and you're in the comment section bumping your gums, maybe you should be counting your blessings instead of running your mouth that the Most High gave us that much more time to get prepared. And if you got busy now, maybe you would have had time to have done something. Those that just been sitting there since 2020, just twiddling their thumbs, you're smoked. Everything's going through the roof, stuff's disappearing off the shelves, and this is by design. You better know your enemy, because I know mine. Hate to tell you, it's one and the same out here on this world stage. Live streams where it's at from here, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Gloves come off, censorship free. And if I don't ever see you in the flesh here, I'll see you on the other side. I salute all the riders, all the warriors that checked in here to fight this fight righteously in the end, to wake people up, to get them ready for this moment. I love all y'all. God bless you. And may you be victorious in bringing down the beast.
You're following Jesus, but I don't think you know what it means. 'Cause all I can see is you with your dreams saying, Jesus, won't you come follow me? He gave you his life, he gave you his spirit, he gave so that you could give too. He said, follow me, there's work to be done, and the workers have always been few. Well, you say that you're following Jesus, so follow and no looking back. On hand to the plow, I'm tired of you talking, there's no time to lose, are you trying to hide? There's wind in the sails, but you're still in the harbor, while the millions are drowning outside. Well, you say that you're following Jesus, but you're giving me reason to doubt. You pray, oh Lord, bring in the blind and the lost, but you never pray, Lord, send me out. The harvest is plenty and the workers are few, and the reason could be that the worker is you. So test all your dreams, your goals and ambitions. Do you really believe that the gospel is true? On hand to the plow, I'm tired of you talking, there's no time to lose, are you trying to hide? There's wind in the sails, but you're still in the harbor, while the millions are drowning outside. Hand to the plow, I'm tired of you talking, trying to hide. There's wind in the sails, but you're still in the harbor, while the millions are drowning outside. Imagine you're a doctor sent away to the war, sent by the general to tend to the poor wounded soldiers in the battle out there. Oh, but all you ever did there was treat your own wounds, care for your comforts, never leaving the room to go out to the battle outside. On hand to the plow, I'm tired of you talking. There's no time to lose, are you trying to hide? There's wind in the sails, but you're still in the harbor, while the millions are drowning outside. You say you're alive, but I don't see you living. You say you're a servant, but I've never seen you serve. Where are the faithful, the Lord's precious